So, for those of you who don't know, this is my wife Lori, and yeah, we fished a couples tournament because that's what we are. She actually seen what I do on the weekends for a change, other than just coming home complaining how bad I hurt.
Oopsie. I'm gonna do what with them?
Yeah, I'll do one. So I'll let her throw some words in.
So, Jim asks me, hey, would you like to fish a tournament with me this weekend? And of course, I'm totally excited because it's been years since we have fished a tournament together. So, okay, first thing I do is, hey, what's the weather going to be like out in Warsaw on Saturday? Check it out. It is 80 degrees, 10% chance of rain. Okay, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
I am all in. So needless to say, we fished this tournament 5.5 out of the 6 hours. Rain. But it was fun. It was well worth it.
Lake Tippecanoe, couples. I got the other wheeler with me today. We'll see how this goes. Honey, you can cast on the other side, just work it kind of fast. You really don't want it to go to the bottom, you know what I mean?
Okay, well, I'll stick to this side then. How's that?
Go ahead. You threw your worm off, dear.
Huh?
You threw your worm off.
How do you know?
You're right. I don't do this for a living.
Hey, when you're reeling in, are you constantly reeling slow or are you stopping?
I stop.
Okay. Morning rainbow. Sign of good luck, right?
The old morning rainbow.
Whoa, let me get out of the way.
Really?
Can't wait to tell everyone how I missed the big one when I do.
Yeah. That rain jacket's in there if you want to put it on, dear.
I'm good.
I know you're good, but when you get soaking wet, you're not going to be good.
Well, then why aren't you putting the rain jacket on?
Because I can take my shirt off.
I could take my sweatshirt off. I have a shirt on underneath it. What are you doing?
I don't know. Missing them.
Oh,
What are you doing?
fishing.
What you're doing, dear, is not fishing.
What?
So you finally see me on the water, tournament conditions, this, that, blah, blah, blah. You've heard it. You hear me cry when I get home, all this stuff. But what did you actually learn today?
Oh, Jim, I learned a lot of things from you.
I'm sure.
One of the first things I learned is lure selection and color really does matter. At the beginning of the tournament, Jim, he recommended a couple specific lures for me to use, but I didn't find them real appealing. So I asked him where his tackle box is and say, okay, I'm going to try these. They were much more attractive to my eye.
Just say pretty.
Pretty to my eye, yeah.
Well, anyways, I just cut her loose. I said, here you go.
So I picked out about 4 or 5 different lures and decided I'm going to try these and show him. Well, after toying with them for quite some time, yeah, I ended up going back to Mr. Wheeler's original suggestions.
Daddy knows best.
And then I started getting nibbles, as I call them.
Weed bites.
Yeah, weed bites. No, they weren't weed bites. They were nibbles. They were fish. Maybe a different color?
Honey, you can do whatever the hell you want, but you're digging it out.
All I'm saying is here's my theory.
I don't care.
If we go like 45 minutes without a keeper, we should change something.
Yeah.
There's a box full of shit. Have at it.
Tell me where they are. I'll get what I want.
They're right in here.
Huh?
Open
Okay.
that big box up. Pull that first big tray on this side out.
Here? Here. Oh my God, Jim, you shot me in the eye with water.
Could be worse.
All right.
Pick one so I can close it so they don't get
What
soaked in
color
wet.
do you have on there now?
This one.
That one? I want that one. Thank you.
Give me your pole.
Those of you that do know Lori, she's like unbelievable when it comes to information. She wants to know every little piece, every little bit. I'm sorry, I'm out there, I'm trying to get in a zone. It doesn't work well together. But, love her to death. You got to deal with it, guys. So,
And he deals with it well, but he could be a little more lenient on me.
I'm fishing. I'm in a zone.
I'm too mama. Did I hook him bad? Why isn't he fighting?
Because he's little?
That's not a keeper?
No.
Whatever.
Daddy only catches keepers. We're going to turn around and go back the other way, though.
You think that's a good idea?
I don't know.
I'm just saying. We've only been fishing for what, 45 minutes? And we've already caught like 4 fish? 3 fish?
Apparently, you have no idea who you're with today.
Well, I always have these theories.
Great.
If you're doing really good, well, not really good, but if you're doing okay, why leave? You should set like a time,
I'm
like
not
okay.
saying leave, I'm saying go back the other way again.
Oh, okay.
This isn't the first time I've done this.
Really?
This is your first tournament, am I correct?
No, I fished a couple tournaments with you way back in the day, Jim.
No, I don't think they were tournaments.
Yeah.
What did you just ask me?
What do you think the farthest cast is that you ever made?
The farthest cast I've ever made is.
Yeah.
We got to talk about something different.
Why?
How am I supposed to know how far?
Well, I mean, give me an idea. Like, do you think 40 feet?
Lori, are you kidding me right now?
No, I'm serious. I think that's a legit question.
GoPro, stop recording.
So Lori hasn't fished with me in years. The easiest thing for me to do was hook her up with baits, Cinco type baits. Y'all know, slow. She can drag it behind the boat. It doesn't really matter. That's what we caught a lot of our fish on today. Wacky rig stuff is what I'll leave it at. The one thing I was doing, since she's kind of new, is I was letting one, say 3/4 up the worm. GoPro, stop recording.
Let them take it for a second if you have to.
Oh, I did. He's gonna come back for it.
Well, if you're getting hooked on a weed and the boat's moving a little bit, it's going to feel like he's pulling. Do you get that?
Yeah, but honey, I think I know the difference between like
Okay.
a bite and a weed.
Okie dokie.
A bite is like multiple, like a weed is like pressure. Yeah, tap, tap, tap. A weed doesn't tap, tap, tap. fish does.
So one of the things I was doing for her, I usually hook my Senkos in the middle. Of course, they fall like this, and that's going to catch a lot of weeds. So the one thing I did was make it easy for her. I went about 3/4 up, and I actually hooked it in a little bit and out a little bit. Now what that does is the weight of this worm, it's going to fall this way, and it's going to keep this through the weeds. Believe it or not, it does help. So if you guys got somebody new at fishing, try this. It will help tremendously to keep the weeds off. They won't be in them so much, and they won't think they're getting bites like she did half the day.
Okay.
So I don't know how far a fish can see. I need to pair you up with Andrew Buss. You guys can talk all day together, because I don't have a clue.
Well, you need to find these things out for me. Because you know me, I am full of questions, baby.
GoPro, stop recording. Yeah, so hey honey, let's
Yeah.
go fish a tournament.
Yeah, thanks.
It's only 10% rain. I think it's only rain, not 10%.
You bring me out on the crappiest day.
At least you got an invite.
I got your invite.
Anytime you take somebody that's kind of new at fishing, make it easy on them. I'm sorry, you're new.
Probably because you haven't taken me in years. That's why it's all new to me again.
Well,
Back in the day when Jim used to really like me, we used to fish a lot together. But you know,
yeah,
kids.
that's
this,
before
that.
I bought a bass boat.
Yeah. All right, one more cast and I'm taking 5. Are you cool with that?
Honey, you take all the 5s you want. Eat some chips, drink of water. I don't care what you do.
Wow.
Seriously, do your thing. Mama just netted it. It's raining cats and dogs out here. But boy, we got a toad.
That's nice.
You like that?
Yeah, how much
You want to hold it?
No, I'll probably drop it. How much do you think it weighs?
I don't know, but we'll find out.
Should we measure it?
GoPro, stop recording. So, I'm sure that's not all you learned today.
You're right.
You've been around a while. You've been through many a partners with me. What else?
What? I've been through many of partners with
My
you.
partners. You've heard talk.
Okay. Another big thing I learned, and this was a big thing, let me tell you. When you're netting a 5-pound bass for your partner, as soon as they put that bass into the net, lift it out of the water and get it in the boat. I almost lost that big guy, and thank goodness I didn't, because he would have killed me.
Yeah, so we caught I had a 5.2. That was our big fish for the day. I'm working it back to the boat. After 38 seconds or so of me trying to contact her because she had 2 hoods on, she's looking the other way. Yeah, you know, got to tap on the floor to get her attention. I told her she wanted to help out. She wanted to put the net in the water. So I told her put the net in the water and just hold it there. I'll work him to it. I worked him to it. He got in it. He swam right back out. She never moved. My fault. I never told her to lift the net. And I heard it from her. You never told me. So
So lift that net when there's a fish in it. That's all I have to say.
I wish we would have got it on film, but we missed that part.
I'm glad you didn't get it on film.
Yeah.
It wasn't pretty.
You hook a 5-pounder and you know it when you see it jump out of the water. I'm not worrying about the camera. Andrew Buss. I'm getting slow on the camera, but we're upgrading.
No, he's upgrading. So probably one of the biggest things I learned today is my husband is a bass magnet, let me tell you. So when I started using the same lures he was using, same lure, I tried mimicking the exact same technique. He doesn't know it, but I kept looking back at him secretly to see exactly what he was doing. And I thought I had it down pretty darn good. But all the time, who got the bites? Mr. Wheeler, not me. So yeah, we were talking and he started saying, yeah, now you know how all my partners feel. So Ray, Greg, Andy, I understand how you feel. I don't know what Jim does that's any different than what you guys do or what I was doing. But yeah, they go to him, Mr. Bass Magnet.
It's happened to me too. You guys know one guy in the boat catches them, one guy don't. It happens. You could be in the front, you could be in the back, it doesn't matter. I mean, when it's your day, it's your day. We were fortunate enough, it was our day. And
it was fun.
I'm glad she was there.
It was so fun.
I'm glad she was there. It worked out well.
I really, really hope that I get another invite because it was good times. Despite the weather, despite the pain, despite everything else, it was a good time. This is a light. Look at, I'm putting absolutely zippo effort into pulling him in. Thank you, baby. All right, so if there's anyone out there who's interested in knowing about Jim's favorite lures, colors, you know, all the beefy information.
I don't think so.
Just remember, money talks.
I don't think so. Don't listen to her. She's full of it. She's like Andy Buss. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm pretty sure everybody got a pretty good chuckle out of this. Us two together for that long,
yeah,
it's something.
It
always is. Has been for years. But anyways, if you like this stuff, hit that subscribe button. Nothing else. We'll see you out there, guys.
Bye. Hopefully I'll see you again.